Beautiful boxing fans, before I play you what this crazy man Edgar Berlanga just came out and said, before I play this audio, guess who I ran into yesterday? Edgar Berlanga's dad, the pride of all the Muslims around the world, our champion, the king of New York, Hamza Shiraz. I ran into the man and let me tell you, he promised me that he was going to come on this channel this weekend, God willing. There is a, I believe, horse racing show. He's going to be there. We agreed that we're going to make a nice quick interview, a nice chat. So please drop down your comments. I know that Hamza is a very, very busy man, so I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but God willing, if it did work out, please drop your questions for Hamza Shiraz. Now, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. This crazy man, Edgar Berlanga, the man came out today, I believe, and he said this. Let me play it to you, beautiful people, and let's react to it.
There's no out there, and I'm not going crazy. I'm not losing my head. It's always been me. I always been Edgar. If you really know me, if you've grown up with me, if you knew me since I was a kid, I'm a crazy bug out. I'm funny. I could be a comedian. I could be an actor. I could do a lot of things, man.
Hold on.
This is not me losing my head or nothing. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? We good. I'm showing my fans who I truly am. You hear me? I'm a clown. I'm a clown. You hear me? I'm a clown.
So, there's not really much left to be said. Edgar Berlanga, the man just admitted that he is a clown. So, please, beautiful boxing fans, I know a lot of you, my beautiful viewers, are Puerto Rican. Please, the man just said that he's a clown. So, in what sense and based on what conclusions are you guys sticking to this narrative that Hamza Shiraz actually had loaded gloves? Please, beautiful people, please, listen. When it comes to Edgar Berlanga, let's backtrack a little bit. So, when I was in New York, a couple of months ago, I actually met Edgar. And the man was so humble, he was so nice, he was so gracious. Even though he had like 1 million people with him, the man was moving like a celebrity. And listen, I had nothing but love and respect. I shook the man's hand and I told him, I was like, listen, I'm Team Hamza Shiraz, and after he wins, I will still have all the respect and admiration for you. He was like, he's not gonna win, but thank you. And before the fight, all throughout the lead up, I didn't have anything against Edgar Berlanga. Even though he was talking a lot of trash, even though the man was, losing his mind in real time. But even after he lost, forget everything that happened before the fight, but even after he lost, I was like, you know what? I actually posted a video. You can go back and check out a video that I posted. I said this. I said, the hate for Edgar Berlanga is out of control. Please, guys, he's only a man. He's only a young man who's trying to become a star and provide for his family and achieve great things. So please, guys, let's take it easy on him. Let's not hate on the man. Let's support him. And actually, the comments were absolutely crazy. You guys were like, why are you defending this man? This man is a clown. This man is a horrible fighter. This man is a horrible person. This and that. And I was like, you know what? You guys need to relax. The man is still young. He's still learning. He is a dream chaser. And I maintained my stance on Edgar until the man started accusing Hamza Shiraz of foul play. That's when all the respect and all the love and all the admiration ends. Why? I'll tell you why. So many reasons that we can't believe anything that Edgar says, but actually, Edgar himself doesn't believe what he's saying. Edgar Berlanga himself doesn't believe what he's saying. If he would have actually believed what he was saying, the man would have filed a lawsuit on Hamza Shiraz for attempted murder. Because when you talk about loading your gloves or stacking your hand wraps or this or that, especially with him posting a picture of Margarito's hand wraps, insinuating that Hamza Shiraz had plaster in Paris in his gloves, in his wraps, which is absolutely ridiculous and insane. If you know anything about Hamza Shiraz, if you've been following the man's journey, if you know the man is one of the classiest, most humble, most God-fearing men you will ever meet. So out of all your opponents, out of all the people you fought, you choose this man? You choose to accuse this man? So in all honesty, I lost all the respect in the world for Edgar. And to be honest, I can't say that, let's be honest. Let's go back to Edgar Berlanga's origins, the start of his career. Even before the start of his professional career, his amateur career, there's a reason why. Edgar Berlanga never won a single big tournament in the amateurs. Even you have people like who came from the same era as him, Shakur Stevenson, Erickson Lubin, the list goes on and on and on. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, all of these guys, they're around the same age. They're all born between 99 to 96, 95, this era of guys, they all grew up together in the amateurs. And if you actually think about it, they all won countless national titles in the amateurs, except one man, Edgar Berlanga. And not just that, Edgar Berlanga didn't score a single knockout versus a single known fighter in the amateurs. Unlike Ryan Garcia, unlike Erickson Lubin, unlike many of his fellow, companions when you talk about this era, this generation, who grew up together in the amateurs and went to the pros together. So what happened to Edgar next? Edgar turned professional, got signed to Top Rank. They gave him 16 taxi drivers, limo drivers, supermarket workers, Starbucks workers, and he knocked all of them out. Now, is it easy to knock out 16 men in a row, no matter what they do? Of course it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. But if you know anything about Top Rank and about Bob Arum and Carl Moretti and the whole team of Top Rank, they know how to build their fighters perfectly. And you gotta give them all the credit in the world. And that is why I believe that they are the best promotional company for any young talent who wants to start his career. If you want to start your career the right way and you want to test yourself and you want to know what type of style suits you best and all the answers you have, sign with Top Rank. No question in my mind. No question in my mind, ladies and gentlemen. But what happened after those 16 first round knockouts? The moment he had his first step up versus Damon Nicholson. Damon Nicholson is a fighter from, I believe, Baltimore, Maryland, who's very chinny. I mean, he goes down countless times in all of his fights. Demetrius Andrade put him down like 3 times. Christian Mbili didn't just put him down, but he made him have like a seizure. He gave him a severe concussion and he knocked him out bad. And even Edgar Berlanga knocked him down like 10 times in the fight. But he couldn't stop him. That was his first step up. And then he went and fought Angulo. David Benavidez destroyed Angulo, took years of his life, knocked him out. Edgar Berlanga, you can arguably say that he lost that fight if you go back and watch it. And he bit him and he got suspended. And then he fought Steve Rolls. Steve Rolls, look at what Golovkin did to Steve Rolls. An old Golovkin obliterated Steve Rolls, destroyed him, completely annihilated him, put him to sleep before even Edgar fought him. So you can say that Edgar fought a damaged Steve Rolls, no question. But Edgar couldn't hurt him, couldn't drop him, couldn't do anything to him. And then he signed to Matchroom, to Eddie Hearn. He gave him 2 easy fights. McCrory and Quigley, 2 Irishmen who were way past their prime and were never really elite fighters. Edgar, couldn't do anything to both of them really. He couldn't put a stamp. I mean, yes, he did stop McCrory, but Craig Richards just stopped McCrory. And I believe that McCrory was way drained in that fight. And not just that, even the Quigley fight. I mean, Quigley hurt Berlanga many times. And Quigley was a very small super middleweight in comparison to Edgar Berlanga. And then what happened? He got the Canelo fight, didn't win a single round. And I actually, because I've been posting many videos about Canelo and Crawford, so I've been watching a lot of Canelo's old fights. I watched that Berlanga fight 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. Listen, Edgar Berlanga didn't show up to win. He did not, and even his corner didn't show up to win that night. They were looking for moral victories. I watched that fight, and you know that the first power shot, the first haymaker, the first bomb that Edgar threw in that fight was at the end of round 5. And probably Edgar Berlanga, the only round that he won was round 5. He didn't win a single round in my opinion, but if you want to give him like a round, I guess you'd give him the 5th, I don't know. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, because he landed a couple of jabs, but Edgar Berlanga, the self-proclaimed knockout artist, the heavy puncher, the feared Puerto Rican before fighting Canelo, the man didn't throw a single haymaker or a single power shot until nearly halfway through the fight. And even his corner told him, I believe in the 11th round, go get him. Like, you're losing, just go get him. What did he? Stop backing up. Hold your ground. The 11th round started, what did he do? Started backing off. Started smiling to Canelo. Started to show submissive signs. He submitted to Canelo before the first bell rang. Just look at the walkout. The man was about to pass out, you can say, from his facial expression. The man's facial expressions couldn't be explained. And then he went on a celebration world tour. The man was literally everywhere celebrating, doing every interview, every podcast. I went with the legend. And even, look at Munguia's reaction when he lost to Canelo. The moment the final bell rang, Munguia just shook Canelo's hand without even smiling and turned away. Because that's how a winner acts. But Berlanga, the moment the final bell rang, he was about to get down on his knees and I don't want to say it, but he wanted to kiss Canelo's feet. I swear, just go rewatch it. The moment the final bell rang, he started hugging Canelo, and even like Canelo didn't want anything to do with him, but the man like kept going and going and going and begging and my idol, my idol, my idol, idol. Then he fought Hamza Shiraz. Before Hamza Shiraz, he fought this prisoner who left prison after 11 years. Who escaped prison, I was going to say. The man who got released after 11 years in prison, fought him, knocked him out in the first round. Then he fought our pride, our champion, Hamza Shiraz. Got absolutely annihilated, obliterated. For the first time in his career, got dropped, like 3-4 times, got hurt countless times. Hamza sunned him that fight, manhandled him. Even in the first round, Berlanga landed a power shot. What did Hamza do? He didn't just cover up. He actually grabbed Berlanga and pushed him off. Listen, and I'm let me show you. Like, I'll show you the size of, I'm not a small guy, but Hamza Shiraz is massive, ladies and gentlemen. Like, the man is everything but a 60-pounder or a 68-pounder. So, and he's very tall, he's like 6'4", long arms, and he absolutely annihilated Edgar Berlanga. So all I'm saying is this. Edgar Berlanga is delusional and he is a clown, and he just admitted that he's a clown. But getting back to our champion Hamza Shiraz, please drop down your questions for the man. What do you gotta say? What do you gotta ask the man? God willing, this works out. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I mean, he gave me his word. But listen, I know how things go in these big events. Let's see what happens. Edgar Berlanga, you just admitted what you are, so you can't defend the man anymore.